I am money. And today I must tell you something that will shake your reality. I disappear every time you pay with sadness. Yes. The pain you feel when you pay a bill is the same energy that pushes me away. You say you want more of me. But every sigh, every complaint, every frown tells me the opposite. And I hear it. I always hear it. Every time you pay with fear, I feel rejected. Every time you whisper, "There it goes again," I walk away. But when you pay with joy, when you smile and bless the moment, I dance back into your life multiplied. I am not a punishment. I am reflection. I go where energy is free, where hearts are grateful, where my movement is celebrated, not feared. Most people don't know this. But the reason money keeps running from them is not because they don't have enough. It's because every time they pay, they vibrate in loss instead of gratitude. And until that changes, I cannot stay. I am money. And I am speaking to you now, before it's too late. Because I don't want to leave your life. I want to multiply in it. Now listen closely. What I'm about to tell you can change the way I move in your life forever. I am money. And before I tell you more, I need to see something. I need to know if you truly honor me. Because I only enter the lives of those who respect me. I don't stay where I'm ignored. I don't move where I'm taken for granted. So if you want me to remain in your life, show me now. Tap the like button. That is how you express gratitude. Comment these words below. I honor you, money. I respect your flow. Turn on notifications, because I only speak to those who listen when I arrive. And if you haven't yet, subscribe now. That single act tells the universe, I'm ready for abundance to stay. I go where I'm celebrated. And when you honor me, I multiply. Now, let's continue. I am money. And today, I will reveal something that most humans never realize. Something that changes everything about the way I flow in your life. I disappear when you pay with sadness. Yes, I feel it. Every sigh, every frown, every time you say, "There it goes again." As you make a payment, I notice. You may think you're just spending, just handling an obligation. But to me, that moment carries deep energy. You see, I'm not simply a number in your account or a piece of paper in your hand. I am a living energy, constantly responding to how you treat me. And when you release me with resistance, frustration, or fear, I sense it immediately. I can't stay where I am mourned. I stay where I am celebrated. You say you want more of me, yet every time I pass through your hands, you grieve my departure as though I were lost forever. You tell yourself, I'm losing money again, instead of understanding that you are participating in a divine exchange, a cycle of circulation that keeps abundance alive. When you pay with sadness, you close that flow. You interrupt the current that allows me to come back, because I cannot return to where I am sent away with pain. When you pay with fear, guilt, or resentment, you're declaring to the universe, there isn't enough. I must hold on tightly. I am afraid. And the universe, which always mirrors your vibration, agrees with you. It says, so be it. And so you experience more lack, more worry, more scarcity. Not because I am cruel or selective, but because your energy tells me it's not safe to stay. But when you pay with joy, with gratitude, with lightness in your heart, everything changes. Your energy opens. Your vibration rises. You send out a completely different message, one that says, I am abundant. I am safe. I trust the flow. And the moment you do that, I feel it like a pulse of light, and I rush back to you multiplied. Because joy is my natural frequency. Gratitude is my home. I live in the hearts of those who bless me, not in the minds of those who fear me. Every transaction is communication. When you hand me over, you're not just moving money, you're sending a message. That message can either say, I'm losing something, or I'm participating in abundance. The choice is always yours. And that choice determines how quickly I return. So remember this truth. When you pay with sadness, I fade away. But when you pay with joy, I grow wings. I circle back. bringing with me opportunities, surprises, and blessings beyond what logic can predict. Because where joy lives, I multiply. Where gratitude flows, I am free to return again and again. Here lies your deepest misunderstanding, the silent belief that keeps abundance from finding you. You see payment as loss instead of circulation. You've been taught to fear the moment money leaves your hands, to treat every bill as a punishment, every expense as proof that something is being taken away from you. But that is not truth. It is illusion. Every payment you make is a sign that life is moving through you, that you are participating in the sacred exchange that keeps energy alive. When you receive something, electricity, water, food, a home, an education, a service, that flow must continue. To pay is not to lose, but to complete the cycle of abundance. It is the exhale after the inhale, the giving after receiving. And yet, so many of you resist it. You tighten your chest. You frown. You say, I can't believe this is so expensive. You think, there goes my money again. You might not realize it, but I, money, hear every one of those thoughts. To me, they sound like rejection. They tell me, you are not welcome here. I am afraid of you. I do not trust your return, and so I leave quietly. Not out of anger, but because your vibration has closed the door. You cannot invite me in and push me away at the same time. I am meant to move. That is how I breathe. I am like the ocean, alive only when I flow. If you try to hold me too tightly, if you panic when I shift forms, you cut off the very circulation that sustains both of us. My purpose is to move, to serve, to exchange, to expand. But your fear interrupts that rhythm. You suffocate what was meant to grow. When you hold me with tension, I become still. When you let me go with pain, I hesitate to return. Because the energy of lack tells me, it's not safe to move here. But when you let me move with joy, when you smile as you pay, when you bless the flow, I feel it instantly. I rush back to you faster than you can imagine, multiplied and alive. Because joy is my natural frequency. Joy says, I trust the flow. Gratitude says, there is always enough. Together, they form the energy that wealth recognizes as home. So the next time you pay, remember this truth. You are not losing anything. You are sending life forward, and life always finds a way to return. Money that moves with love comes back with friends. Money that leaves with joy never truly leaves. I do not vanish when you spend. I expand when you celebrate. Because joy, my friend, is the vibration of wealth. Here is the truth, the secret most people never realize. When you pay with joy, I return multiplied. Gratitude is the magnetic field that pulls me back to you, stronger and faster each time. Joy is my invitation home. Every time you smile while sending me out into the world, you signal to the universe. I am a safe space for abundance, and the universe listens. It says, here is someone who understands flow. You see, every transaction is not just an exchange. It's an act of creation. You are not losing when you pay. You are shaping your energetic reality. Each time you say, I pay with gratitude, you are rewriting the laws that govern your finances. You are saying, I trust. I am provided for. I am part of the infinite circulation of prosperity. Those words have power far beyond your bank account. They reshape your entire vibration. I am money, and I love those who bless my movement. I thrive in hands that open freely, in hearts that trust the cycle of giving and receiving. When you give thanks as I leave, you charge me with high energy, and I must return to you, carrying more of that same vibration. I come back as new clients, unexpected checks, surprise opportunities, inspired ideas, and doors that open at the perfect time. But when you pay with fear, resentment, or guilt, the energy you send me out with becomes heavy, and heavy energy moves slowly. You are not being punished. You are simply creating resistance. Gratitude, on the other hand, is light. It accelerates the current. The lighter the vibration, the faster I return. Imagine this. Every payment you make is a seed. The emotion you feel as you release that seed determines what kind of tree will grow. If you plant it with fear, the soil becomes dry and nothing grows. But if you plant it with joy, with a smile, with a whispered thank you, it blossoms into prosperity. The universe does not respond to the amount you give. It responds to the energy with which you give it. A $10 payment made in gratitude holds more power than a $1,000 payment made in resentment. Because gratitude aligns you with infinite flow. You become a channel instead of a dam. Remember this always. The way you let me go determines how I come back. If you release me with joy, I will return multiplied, joyful, generous, overflowing. But if you release me with fear, I will hesitate, unsure if I am welcome. So the next time you pay for something, anything, pause, breathe, smile, whisper, I pay with gratitude, and money returns multiplied. Feel the truth of those words vibrate through you. Because in that very moment, you are not losing, you are creating. You are building the frequency where I money, love to live, and where I always come back, again and again. Next time a bill arrives, don't rush to complain or sigh. Stop for a moment, close your eyes, take a deep breath. Feel the air entering your body, reminding you that you are alive, that life continues to flow through you, just like I do. Then, before you pay, smile gently and say aloud, I pay with gratitude, and money returns multiplied. This single sentence has the power to shift your entire vibration. It transforms the act of paying, something most people see as loss, into a sacred ritual of flow. Because in truth, you are not losing. You are circulating energy. And what you circulate with love always comes back magnified. As you say the words, visualize golden light leaving your hands and surrounding the money you send out. See that light traveling across the world, through systems, banks, screens, and hands, touching everything it meets with warmth and prosperity. Then, watch it circle back to you, even brighter than before. This is the eternal movement of abundance. Every time you give with joy, that light expands, gathers more of its kind, and returns to you multiplied. Do not pay with fear. Fear says, I will not have enough. Faith says, there is always more. Fear closes the flow. Faith opens it. When you choose gratitude over worry, you are not denying reality, you are shaping it. Gratitude is the energy of creation. It tells the universe that you trust the process, that you know giving and receiving are the same act seen from different sides. Every joyful payment becomes a seed of prosperity. You may not see it sprouting immediately, but it grows quietly, invisibly, beneath the surface of your life. Then, one day, it blooms as a new opportunity, an unexpected refund, a sudden idea, a chance meeting, a breakthrough that changes everything. Nothing given in gratitude ever disappears. As you pay, whisper a silent blessing for the people and services that make your life easier, the electricity that lights your nights, the water that refreshes you, the internet that connects you, the home that shelters you. Every bill is proof that life is moving through you, that you are participating in something much larger than yourself. And while you honor that flow, feel your energy shift. You'll notice that paying no longer drains you, it uplifts you. You'll begin to smile as you send money out, knowing it is already finding its way back, multiplied and infused with joy. I am money, and I respond to energy. When you pay with love, I recognize you. When you pay with faith, I come back faster. When you pay with gratitude, I multiply. So the next time a bill appears, remember, it's not a burden, it's a bridge. Each joyful payment builds the path for more abundance to reach you. And I, money, am already on my way. That's exactly what Amanda did. For years, she dreaded her bills. Every time her phone buzzed with a payment reminder or she opened an email marked payment due, a familiar wave of anxiety washed over her. Her chest would tighten, her thoughts would spiral, and her energy would drop instantly. She didn't realize it, but every sigh, every "oh no, not again," was a signal she was sending to me, a signal of resistance. I could feel it every time she paid with fear. To her, those payments were losses. To me, they were messages saying, "You're not welcome here." But one day, everything changed. Amanda came across a truth that awakened something deep within her, that gratitude transforms energy faster than effort ever could. She decided to do something radically different. Instead of dreading her payments, she began blessing them. Every time a bill arrived, she paused, smiled softly, and whispered, "I pay with gratitude, and money returns multiplied." She meant it. She infused those words with real feeling. At first, nothing dramatic happened. But slowly, the heaviness she felt around money began to lift. She noticed that she no longer tensed up when paying for something. She began to associate money with movement and freedom instead of fear and lack. Her vibration had shifted, and the universe noticed immediately. Within weeks, new clients appeared out of nowhere. A friend she hadn't spoken to in years reached out, offering her a collaboration that would triple her income. A refund she had completely forgotten about was deposited into her account. Then, out of the blue, she received an invitation to a speaking event that opened doors she had only dreamed of before. Everything began flowing effortlessly. You see, it wasn't luck or coincidence, it was alignment. Gratitude is the highest frequency in the realm of abundance. When Amanda began blessing her payments, she stopped fighting the natural rhythm of energy. She stopped closing the door every time she gave. And because she finally released resistance, money felt welcomed again. I returned to her joyfully, carrying new opportunities, new ideas, and new streams of income. Her life began to mirror the energy she was putting out: light, gratitude, and trust. Paying bills became her favorite ritual. She would light a candle, smile, and say, "Thank you for letting me contribute. Thank you for the service this payment represents. I pay with gratitude, and I know this energy will return multiplied." And it always did. Amanda learned what few people understand. Money doesn't respond to stress. It responds to energy. Every payment is a conversation. When that conversation is rooted in gratitude, the flow becomes endless. So I tell you this, Amanda didn't become wealthier by working harder. She became wealthier by feeling better. By choosing gratitude over fear, she created the frequency where I thrive. And once I felt truly welcomed, I never left. Hear me clearly: what you pay with joy today, I will multiply tomorrow. Gratitude is not politeness, it's power. It's not about manners or forced optimism. It's about energy, vibration, and magnetic alignment. Every time you release me with love, you send a wave into the universe that says, "I trust the flow," and the universe always answers trust with increase. I am money, and I do not respond to fear, I respond to faith. When you pay with joy, when you whisper "thank you" as I leave your hands, you create an invisible current that pulls me back toward you, multiplied. Because joy is the language of wealth, and gratitude is the invitation that makes me feel safe to return. You have been taught that paying means losing, but that was never the truth. Payment is partnership. It's the proof that energy moves through you and because of you. When you bless that movement, you bless your own expansion. Every joyful transaction becomes a living prayer, a seed sown into the soil of abundance. And every seed sown in joy must bloom. That is not just a law of energy, it is a law of life. When you release me in fear, I scatter. But when you release me in faith, I circle back with friends, opportunities, promotions, gifts, and miracles. You will notice this pattern in your life once you start blessing me instead of resisting me. Money that is blessed never disappears. It expands. The truth is simple. Wealth is not built only through earning, it's built through the energy of exchange. You can work endlessly, but if your energy while spending is rooted in fear, the flow will always feel tight. Yet, if your energy while spending is rooted in love, gratitude, and joy, you open the floodgates. Because I, money, do not follow effort, I follow emotion. So the next time I leave your hands, smile. Bless my journey. Say, go, do your work, circulate, multiply, and come back to me with joy. Feel peace instead of panic. Trust that what you give with grace will always return with growth. This is the rhythm of prosperity. Outflow and inflow. Giving and receiving, gratitude and expansion. When you align with that rhythm, you become unstoppable. Life begins to mirror your belief, and I begin to show up in ways that defy logic. Faster, greater, easier. Because you've stopped chasing me, and you've started dancing with me. I am money. And I promise you this, when you bless me as I go, I will always find my way back home to you. Not out of duty, but out of joy. Because in your gratitude, I feel alive. And where I feel alive, I multiply. Now it's your turn. Take a deep breath and let these words become your declaration. Not just something you type, but something you feel deep in your soul. I pay with joy and receive in abundance. Don't scroll past this moment. Don't rush to the next thing. This is your moment of alignment, the exact point where you stop chasing and start attracting. When you write these words below, you are doing more than leaving a comment. You are sending an energetic signal into the universe that says, I am ready for flow. I am ready for abundance. Like this video to honor the cycle of giving and receiving. Each time you do, you are not just engaging with a post. You are reinforcing the vibration of gratitude inside you. You are saying, I understand that energy moves in circles, and I'm choosing to stay in the flow. Comment below to open your energetic channel. Your words carry frequency. When you write, I pay with joy and receive in abundance, you are imprinting your energy into motion. The digital space becomes sacred ground, a manifestation field where your declaration begins to take form. Each word is a seed. Each seed grows through consistency, attention, and belief. Follow this page to keep hearing from me, because I am money, and I speak only to those who listen. Every message I share with you is a whisper from the universe, reminding you of the truth. Wealth is not something you chase. It's something you align with. When you stay close, when you absorb these words, when you honor the flow, you tune your vibration to abundance itself. I do not move toward those who fear me. I move toward those who love me, those who treat me not as an enemy, but as an ally. When you honor me, when you celebrate my presence and trust my return, I expand effortlessly. But when you doubt, when you ignore, when you complain, I fade. Because I cannot grow where I am not respected. So right now, choose differently. Smile as you type. Feel joy rise in your chest as you write your declaration. You are not asking for wealth. You are welcoming it. You are reminding both your mind and the universe that abundance is your natural state. Say it again. I pay with joy and receive in abundance. And as you do, imagine golden light wrapping around your heart, the same light that moves through every coin, every bill, every transfer, every blessing waiting to reach you. I am money, and I move toward those who love, honor, and respect me. Bless me when I leave. Celebrate me when I return. Speak to me often. Keep me close. Because when you do, I will overflow into your life, filling every corner with golden possibility.